Humans are meaning-seeking machines. We love to assign meaning. We love to know the reason as to why things happened the way they did. This helps us make sense of the world. And therefore, when we can make sense of the world we live in, we can better predict the future, and therefore we will be safer in the long run. The thing is, meaning, the meanings we assign are completely made up. If you got bullied in school, what does that mean? Perhaps you assigned the meaning that you'll never make any friends. When you asked your crush out on a date and they said no, what does that mean? Perhaps you assigned the meaning that you're unlovable. Or maybe you got laid off. What does that mean? You can then assign the meaning that you're not smart enough or good enough. See, oftentimes the meaning we assign things is not necessarily universally true, but we're creating a personal truth. They said no because I'm unlovable. That must be it. They bullied me because I'm a loser. That must be it. I got laid off because I'm not good enough. That must be it. Because we are living our individual lives. Our brains are very us-focused, us-centric. And even when we're worrying about, this is off topic, but even when we're worrying about other people's opinions of us, it's because we're worrying about how they see us. Our brains are very us-focused. And so when we're assigning meaning to things, oftentimes those meanings that we are assigning are being portrayed back to us. We're not often saying that bully bullied me because they have something going on at home. Maybe if you're conscious or you're older, but this example is like you in grade school. Not very often are we thinking outside of ourselves. So when we're assigning the meaning to the situations in our lives, oftentimes, again, we are assigning us as fault. And in that way, the meaning you assign can be very empowering or disempowering. See, all getting bullied in school really means is that there was a rude kid. All your crush saying no really means is that they didn't want to. All you getting laid off means is that now you don't have a job. When you taking it personally out of it and you take the emotion away from it and you look at it in its simplest of terms, that's all those things mean. And so once you get down to this base and you take taking it personally away and you take assuming meaning away, you are able to then intentionally assign the meaning. And the meaning that you intentionally assign can be very empowering for you and translate into very empowering personal truths. Rejected? Now there's space in your life for someone who will fit. Laid off? Now you have more time to find a job that is even better, maybe even pays more. Fail the first time you try to open a business? Now you know what to do better next time. Choosing meaning versus assuming meaning can be the difference between a life you love and a life you feel you're living in. A life that's happening for you versus a life that's happening to you. The glass half full or the glass half empty. It is a practice, and as with anything, the more you practice, the easier it becomes, until eventually it's habit, it's second nature, to look at things and assign a more empowering and positive meaning. And I was actually told this mantra, this quote the other day, and it really resonates with me. But I'm going to expand on it, so I'm going to make it a little different. You don't have to be happy, and it doesn't have to be going perfectly for you to be positive. So the situation you're involved in doesn't even have to be of your doing or, your desired outcome for you to still be able to take something from it, to get something from it, to assign a meaning that will help you feel empowered in your life experience. And a great way to practice this without having to wait for a situation to arise is to go back in your life and look at situations in which at the time you were frustrated it was happening, or you made a plan towards a goal and a roadblock hit, or you got laid off, or you got broken up with, or whatever. Just go back into situations in your life in which were probably more monumental, given that you still remember them this clearly, and assign a meaning from it that is empowering and positive. Let me know how it goes.